I want to talk about Tua's concussion history. So this is literally Tua's third concussion in 2 years, in 2 seasons, 2 years, or whatever you want to call it. This is Tua's third concussion. He suffered two concussions in one season back in 2022. One was against the Bengals where he had to get carried out off of on a stretcher, and then a couple weeks down the line, he got another concussion in that same 2022 season against the Packers. So two concussions already in one season is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And now, fast forward 2024, now he gets another concussion, and he's not expected to be back until week 8. So he's gonna miss about 4 games, 4 weeks, so to speak, and he should be back against Arizona Cardinals. But will he actually be back by then? I don't know. I honestly can't even tell you because Tua's problem and his family wanted him to retire as soon as he got that second concussion. Tua's family actually wanted him to retire, as we all know. So, but Tua, of course, Tua being an athlete, of course, Tua loving the game of football, and obviously for obvious reasons, Tua didn't even get his first contract yet. He didn't even get his first like big time contract yet. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of all these concussions, so he still continued to play, which it actually paid off for him because last season he led the league in passing yards with 4,624. He led the NFL last season, and he was concussion free. He was injury free. He played all games. He started all games last season. And because of that, Miami Dolphins rewarded him with a 4-year, $212 million contract extension, which and also was 167 million guaranteed to that. Now this is the tricky part, right? This is where things get a little blurry. The specific of his contract is he only get that guaranteed money if he can stay injury free. You know what I'm saying? So because of this concussion, now and basically this is like a threat on his life because again, this is his third concussion in 2 years. So with that $167 million guaranteed, it's really not guaranteed because the Dolphins actually were smart when they constructed the way that they constructed his contract. It's all injury based. So he's only going to get that guaranteed money if he stays healthy. So that $167 million was injury guaranteed, which meant you can only get that money if you're 100% healthy. So if Tua decides one day, if he decides in any moment where if the doctors if they medically clear Tua and Tua still chooses to retire, that means Tua doesn't get that $167 million. He don't get that. He don't get that guaranteed money. He can still potentially get that 167 million guaranteed. It's just a simple fact that one, doctors have to clear him. If the doctors clear him to play and he's able to play, and he wants to continue to play throughout the season, then he gets that $167 million. But if he don't want to play anymore after his third concussion, and this third concussion, if it scares him that much to the point where he want to retire, he doesn't get that money at all. He doesn't get that $167 million. You know what I'm saying? You get me? So now the only possible way he can get that fully $167 million contract, the only way he can get that money is if the doctors clear him, if they medically clear him and say he can't play at all. If the doctors come out today and say Tua he can no longer physically play the game of football ever again, and that forces Tua to retire, then the Miami Dolphins have to give him that fully guaranteed money. But which a lot of people think that the doctors will clear Tua to play and Tua will be able to play if Tua still chooses to retire and save his mental and save his health and everything. He doesn't get that fully contract. He doesn't get that fully guaranteed money. So of that $167 million, he got 42 million up front off of the signing bonus. So that leaves him with about $50 million of leftover guaranteed money that he can possibly get. Now, it's reported by Bleacher Report. It was reported by Bleacher Report that if Tua decides to walk away right now, If he decides to walk away right now, he will be leaving $124 million guaranteed on the table if he chooses to walk away from the game of football. Now, to the average Joe, again, he's made $73 million over his career, right? To the average Joe, to a lot of us, would say to take that money, take that money that you done made off of the NFL, take that 73 million and just retire. Just retire. It's easy for us. It's easy for us average people to say that when he's Tua is only 26 years old. Tua is only 26. He has at least 7 years bare minimum of prime football that he has still left to play, and then another 5 more years added on to be a backup quarterback to somebody, just to be a veteran quarterback. So he has at least 10 more years that he knows that he can fully play, and not only that, but to right now to leave $124 million on the table of guaranteed money, that's hard for anybody in that position. It's easy to talk about somebody when you're not even in that position or even came close to that position. A lot of us only played up to high school football, and that was it. We didn't play college, and we dang sure ain't make it to the NFL, obviously. So it's easy for us average people to just say, "Oh, Tua, just take the $73 million that you made over your career and call it quits." It's easy for us to say that, but if you were in his shoes, if you were in Tua's shoes, you would know that that's not easy. The game of football is something that he loves. That's something that he does for a living. That's money that he can be making more and more. Like right now, he just signed for a $212 million contract, 4 years. So let's say 4 years go by, and he's due for another contract, and let's just say he take the Dolphins to the AFC Championship or something, bro. That means the price is gonna go up. If he already making $200 million, if he already getting a $212 million contract, what you think he gonna get after this 4 years up on this contract right now? How much money you think he gonna make after that? So it's not hard. It's not that easy to just give up on the game of football and give up on something that you love and that you only been doing. Only been in the league since what, 2020, 2019 or something like that. So again, like, he still has a lot of football to play, and that would mess with anybody's psyche. That anybody who's used to making that kind of money and used to, being that guy and being, what I'm saying? Like, anybody who's been used to that, being in a position that Tua has been in, knows that's not easy to walk away from. He's literally leaving $124 million on the table of guaranteed money. So I mean, I want to say the fan in me, I would say Tua, just lay down. This is your third concussion in 2 years. Your third concussion in 2 years, 2 seasons. Just take the money, take your $43 million signing bonus, and take the other $30 million that you done made over your career, and just walk away. But if I was into his shoes and if I think I'm still capable of still playing this game that I love, and I know I got 10 more years of this in me, and I can potentially get another big time contract in the next 4 years, why not keep playing? You know what I'm saying? And I get my fully $124 million guaranteed money left too. So it's I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. But all prayers go out to Tua. Prayers go out to his family. And hopefully, the Dolphins can still sustain enough, at least for him to even be able to come back. He's supposed to come back in week 8 against the Arizona Cardinals. Hopefully he's back 100%. And if he chooses to still play the game of football, and Skylar Thompson will be replacing him in the next 4 games. So that's all I got. Thank y'all for tuning in to the SO show. And yeah.